Welcome to the beginning of 2025. I'm sorry, the end of 2025. It's just gone so quickly this year. This is going to be the final video of 2025, and we have got ourselves one hell of a winter coat that we need to wear because we're going to do the 2 Megapops achievement today using the Absolute Zero. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about with this particular tower and the changes made in update 51, I believe it was. The update before it got the Ice Paragon treatment. So looking through the update 51 patch notes, the following changes were proceeded to the Absolute Zero. Number 1, its price was increased from 16k to 19k. This is normal pricing. Absolute Zero Global Freeze no longer freezes camos or leads or whites without buffs. So let's say if you don't have Cold Snap, then you can't freeze a camo balloon. Oh yeah, and Absolute Zero Global Attack. And I haven't been concentrating here, but we should still... No, put it there actually to get that level. I hope that is in a good enough spot. I may move you down just a little bit there, but... Absolute Zero Global Attack bonus damage to ceramics have been increased by 3. Global Attack deals bonus damage all around by 1. So that's 2 damage per time you use the ability. And this is actually when you need to upgrade the Ice Tower so that you can actually deal with this one balloon over here. Because it will simply not do here. So Enhanced Freeze, still not enough. Upgrade Permafrost, but only after freezing the first balloon, otherwise you still may have the chance of that balloon escaping. So all around, the Absolute Zero ability does a lot of bonus damage, especially if said balloon is already frozen. Yeah, ability bonus damage to frozen +4. I believe Ninja Kiwi made the Absolute Zero more powerful in anticipation of the Ice Paragon, which released in update 52. But it's just the fact that this is no longer a 2 Megapops supporting tower, i.e. a tower that you use in 2 Megapops to help your tower which you want to get 2 Megapops with get 2 million pops, because the Absolute Zero, especially with Permafrost, was an incredibly viable tower, and also a Cold Snap as well to affect camos and leads, so DDTs mainly. And now it just all went out the window now, because the Absolute Zero now does all of this bonus damage, especially if you're a ceramic, which a lot of the times you are dealing with slowing down ceramics so that they don't escape the map. Hey, guess what? That's no longer viable now. Because beforehand, the only way in which you can increase the amount of damage that the Absolute Zero did was by having a Glue Strike or a Glue Storm active on the field. So now where do we go from here? For a lot of really difficult runs, they're no longer viable, because said tower can no longer do what they need to be done. Okay, we need heat tip darts on this submarine so that we can get through the frozen layer and able to hit anything that otherwise will escape the map. But you will be submerged when I need you to not damage, which is the majority of the rest of the run, but not right now. I need you for a lot of the run here, in the early game. So for me, update 51 marked the death of a lot of really difficult future 2 Megapops runs, especially for the Index. I do not see myself doing a lot of the big one runs now that the Absolute Zero has received buffs to it, which in the case of a 2 Megapops player is a nerf. Will we be outpierced here? Find out soon. Nope, do not require it. And is it just me? Or if you buy Deep Freeze, sometimes a balloon does not get frozen, which is really bizarre. And on 29, do we get the occasional zebra? No, that's a different round. 29 is a very, very dangerous round if you do not like yellow balloons, because it consists of nothing but yellow balloons. Right, the occasional white balloon here, so unsubmerge said submarine, and hopefully we can get through this round. Please freeze said regrows. Okay, maybe I should just had you on the field for a bit longer, submerged. Unsubmerged, I mean. Yeah, if a balloon is frozen and it is a regrow balloon, it doesn't regrow while the balloon itself is frozen. Pretty cool. Okay, get you on first. I need to damage... Why was my first attempt so easy and now we're just fumbling? It's not like I'm changing my damage targeting or anything. It's just different behavior because now we retried the round. Yeah, it's really bizarre. Fine, I'll pickle the submarine. But I'm not happy about it, okay? Oh, there's a bunch of progression just out the window. What did I do on that first attempt that somehow made the first attempt flawless, but yet when you retry the round, it simply would not do? Just as Geraldo would say, oh, this simply won't do. Yellow balloon escape. What about Arctic wind? Now that we've got enough money for the wind to be chimed, we can hopefully do this. Or perhaps said yellow balloon will once again just escape our grasp. Luckily, it didn't. The only downside about decammering the balloons, it just means that we are no longer able to have any bonus camo damage if we want that to be a thing. Oh hey, guess what, zebra balloons? My favourite. Perhaps we could deal with having some glue gunners on the field. Have one of them on Strawn and the other one on first. One of them will be a glue strike and the other one will be a relentless glue. Or maybe at the very least a Moab glue. Yeah, the results there are much better. Just use the submarine in order to get down the white and zebra layer and then we can deal with the rest from there. What is about the 30s that doesn't like any cold base attacks? Although we go there and then they just automatically transported. Oh great, of course there's a single pink balloon which we can't freaking pop. Although luckily we managed to pop it, question mark. Zebra balloon, would you please be frozen? Thank you. Can we deal with this round? Can we? Oh, there's a single pink that likes to be annoying. Hopefully we can... why? Deep freeze! I swear deep freeze is a nerf to the tower. Because sometimes the tower itself just does not get frozen. But at least I was more successful that time. I would like to get ourselves Snowstorm. But I think at that stage I wouldn't be able to level up Geraldo so that we can get the fire going. And I mean the Jerry's fire. And we're gonna die to a fast balloon. All I need for you to do is pierce the white layer on all of these balloons so that then we can make some progression. Can you do that, please, submarine? And if you say no, we're going to have some problems here. Okay, camo white. I need to decamo them using the submarine, then unsubmerge you so that then we can pop the white layer. And that... Okay, we have to do that again. Should be the round. You are permafrosted. And you're about to be glued again. So do not, under any circumstances, just somehow come out of that. Okay, I need to go back to you again. Snowstorm. I'm going to try this route of having Snowstorm because I really need the increased range and ability usage. And we've got 2 pink balloons. Hopefully that should do it. Please tell me that you've done it. Oh, please pop that white layer. Of course you won't. Of course you will not pop that white layer. You're targeting the strongest balloon, which is definitely the targeting priority I have you at. But I'd rather you just target the white layer rather than the rainbow layer, which I would then have to eventually get the submarine on, just because of the fact that it goes down to a zebra. Okay, please. Okay, the rainbows are a bit of a problem here. Okay, white balloons again are a problem. There's a fly in my room. Oh, goodness sakes, yellow. No, pink. Pink, white. It'd be inevitable. It's just in sight here. It's just a matter of time. I think perhaps use the ability at a different time. I think that is going to definitely be a good factor going through here. So what we're going to be doing is hopefully using it when the regrows are within the radius of the snowstorm, and hopefully I'll be able to deal with everything after that point. But knowing me, that's not going to be possible. Come on. It's like if the regrows don't even exist in your radius. Fine, we're pickling the snowstorm. And hopefully the ability itself will also be pickled, so go through 2 layers rather than 1. Please go through them. Please go through them. Please pop the regrow. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't have to level you up during 39 but 40 instead. And hopefully this should now do it. Come on, go down please, Moab. Thank you. And hopefully that's the last time in which we need this submersion support unsubmerged. Okay, let's now move on. Let us now put some villages down here. I'm going to get 2 villages in particular. I want a 402 and then a 052. Homeland defense is key, so that we increase our PS for the AZ ability. Oh, sorry, for both the AZ itself, but also the Jerry's Fire that's going to be orbiting around our ice tower here for the entire time. Just remember that when it comes to Jerry Fire Reliant, just remember that you need to have some money in your account, so don't just randomly buy certain towers and think you're just going to be able to get away with what you have and then have nothing in your bank, and then needing 700 to put on the AZ and then realizing that you made a critical catastrophic error because you got 699 in the bank and you cannot pop anything. Though there is a benefit to giving the absolute 0 MIB anyways, and that's just so that both the fire and the freeze can go through the targets of which they can't go through otherwise. Primary mentoring is for another purpose, well, a few purposes: increasing range, increasing pierce, and increasing our projectile speed, which doesn't really matter in this case. Oh great, there's a single yellow balloon. That's just fantastic, isn't it? Although we might be in a bit of trouble with a yellow balloon. When in doubt, put the pickles on. Oh great, just let a pink balloon fly by. Yeah, let's not have the Jerry's Fire actually do anything. Can I please just go through the day? I guess not. This bean is always outpierced. You know what, let's just get primary training for now and see how far we go with this. And hopefully we should be able to get through this with a little bit of extra pierce now. Regrows could be a problem, but we managed it because of primary training. Good. Now we can apply both Pickles and Jerry's Fire on the same round. Therefore they run out at the same time. Yeah, the purpose of putting Geraldo behind the tree is very simple. Hopefully he does not steal any pops. I miss when the absolute 0 was below 20k in a game with chimps. I really miss those days. It's something to take note of. Permafrost while under snowstorm does not apply the permafrost to Moabs, but when you use the absolute 0 ability, it can, or it does, apply permafrost to Moab class balloons. Very nice. Go away, balloons. Okay, we've got these Moabs left, and that's just simply because the ceramics just like to soak up all the pierce here, which is not ideal. We are at the precipice of victory on round 54. Hello, yellow balloon. I'd rather get the absolute 0 as soon as possible, but I think I'm going to have to make some maneuvers here. Primary mentoring, and then you're going to be a Moab glue, and hopefully that is what we need in order to solve this current round conundrum. I don't like just spending lots of money just to be able to get through a single round, because it feels like I have wasted future progress and future potential of getting the upgrade in which I need. I hope as long as we get the absolute zero before round 61, then I'm happy. I also blame Silas for the price increase of the absolute zero, because now you have the prospect, if you have Silas down, of getting 2 absolute zeros on the field here. I also miss the old Moab glue and the old Relentless glue, where they lasted a lot longer on Moab class balloons, but now it feels like they just barely affect Moab class balloons, and then the glue itself, the improved formula of the glue, just dissipates within milliseconds. I know that's not technically true, but it does feel like it. Now that we have the AZ, there is absolutely zero chance that the balloons will be able to go through our defenses. And this is one of a few cases where we do not get overclock, because having increased attack speed for the base attack is not within our best interest, since everything within our radius freezes anyways, and by the time they thaw out, then they just become frozen again shortly after that. We can do it. We can do it. The attack can do it. I do like the added change where some towers just become frozen even if they're not in the range of the AZ or the ability being used. That's a nice change I like. And there was even a buff in 2 Megapops supporting runs for the AZ to support the 2 Megapops tower, because at random it can just like freeze balloons on the track, which was nice. Okay, some white balloons. Do not go to the exit. I forbid you from doing so. Fortified Moabs. Where a Moab is fortified, twice as tough, twice as tanky, and twice as likely for a yellow balloon to escape. Next goal, I'm going to get ourselves a glue strike, and with stronger glue as well. Not only does the glue last longer, but the glue itself is improved so that the balloons are stuck. Well, they go at even less speed when traveling. Believe it or not, that +2 damage from the glue strike when it's struck on balloons is going to be very big for this run here, since we have very little damage going on to begin with. But I forgot to mention that with all of the damage buffs that the Absolute Zero has received, that the only tower in a 2 Megapop scenario which benefits from the damage buffs that the Absolute Zero has received is, hey, guess what, the Absolute Zero itself. A bit of a breather round where there's no Moabs, where there's no reliance on Jerry's Fire and Pickles. Have you got any resolutions for 2026? Or is it just version 10 from the resolution that you made back in 2016? But this time I really mean it. The past 9 times you also said I really mean it. But this time I really do mean it. Time for the MIB to come online, which means we will no longer have difficulties when it comes to damage type, because technically everything is normal. What's annoying to me mainly is that I'm used to doing AZ before Glue Strike when it comes to the usage of the abilities, because hey, normally I don't want the Absolute Zero to get bonus damage, but in this case I've got to think of the reverse, and therefore, hey, the bonus damage will be actually very good. Thank you. Also, bonus damage against frozen and ceramic. Looks like it's done barely anything. But that should be a total of +7 bonus damage. 75 is usually a very annoying round, but in this case, it's just a very long round. Very long. 75 completed. 76. Because of our bonus damage against ceramics, they will not be able to pass at all. They won't pass. There we go. We are currently at nearly 260k damage from the Absolute Zero. And just the Absolute Zero. There's no involvement of a Pickles or a Jerry's Fire whatsoever. You're hallucinating. Also round 78. My god, those ceramics just went down to pinks. That's the power of all of the modifiers put into place that the Absolute Zero was given in update 51. 78 is going to die. And 79 as well. I'll save the abilities for that round. But has as much usage as possible for that round. 79. Regrows, what are they? That is a nothing statement. A nothing burger. There's no burgers. This is winter. There's no burgers. Although in Australia right now there are definitely burgers. Because I'm used to cold winters. I'm used to cold Christmases. But for them, the months are flipped. June is cold and December is scorching hot. Scorching hot, mate. Yeah, Australia is just built different. Their servers are filled with poisonous, venomous creatures that are purely designed to eradicate you as quickly as possible. If you even so dares to get a whiff of their neurotoxins. Now ideally I would like Homeland Defense before I get Relentless glue. But something tells me that that's not going to be possible because of a particular round 95. ZMG layer taken down. This is not looking promising for the future, but the future is AZ. It is absolute cinema. And there goes round 80. Don't worry, there's only 20 more rounds. The hardest 20 rounds of the entire game, mind you. Although this is a point in the game where super ceramics are like a nothing burger. And that's just simply because of the fact that being frozen means that statuses apply the same. It's just that when you go past round 100, I think that is the point when statuses become less effective. So therefore frozen becomes less effective, being glued becomes less effective. It just means that the balloons get tougher, bulkier, not just faster in speed. We've probably taken some speed to go that quickly. Especially those yellow and pink and purples and DETs. Yeah, the main enemy is the Moabs. Yeah, big surprise there. But really, the Moabs in comparison to the ceramics are going to be trouble to deal with here. Though quite recently Ninja Kiwi changed the glue strike bonus damage where if you have corrosive glue it's plus 3 bonus damage, whereas with the regular glue strike bonus damage it's just plus 2. But I don't want corrosive glue to get plus 3 damage. I don't want this thing to get damage in the first place. If you couldn't tell. Alright, can we do this? Of course we can. We are Absolute Zero Man. Absolutely zero good things about us. And there goes 83. Only 23k or so away from Homeland Defense. Can we get it before 95? That is the big question. But after this round, Geraldo will level up to a point where Jerry's fires become more effective, which will be very good. And also I think Pickles become more effective as well. Okay, some of the Moabs are starting to go down south. This, I mean. Luckily only ceramics remain. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Only 17k away from Homeland Defense. We are nearly there. Try these pickles on one of your monkey towers and it will hit harder, but shoot slower for a while. Now with increased damage to fortify balloons. Do you remember when you get to level 16 it was further bonus damage to fortify balloons? Used to do plus 2, now it only does plus 1. Ah, the good old days of Geraldo. I suppose the the easier days with Geraldo. He's still good, just a bit more balanced out. 85 is going to be a nothing burger. 87, however, is going to be a different question. Twice as many targets to go through, and they're slightly faster and beefier. How many times have I said the word burger, including that one in the video? Geraldo's another tower if you want to do Team Megapops with him, where getting overclock is not great for your successes. Homeland Defense is infinitely more beneficial because Homeland Defense applies to everything, including Geraldo's items. Overclock, Ultra Boost only applies to Geraldo himself and not any of his sub-towers. Slow and steady. Can you just not go down all differently? Sometimes I like for you to be the same time, but then at other times I like for you to be popped at different times. Okay, Moab is starting to go down south. That's not good for our successes here. Okay, freeze you all in place. Get some of you more onto ceramics, hopefully. Thank you. That one went down to ceramics. Good, good, good. And Geraldo is not stealing pops, which is good. Which is very good. No. Absolute zero. Oh, that ability came in clutch. But what about these ones here? Yes, as long as the Moab layer goes down, we are good. We are what the cool kids say, Gucci. Okay, now I'm going to put the increased range on you. I'm going to also increase the range of our glue gun here, just so that it inflicts glue on Moabs just a little bit sooner. And it's also able to extend a bit further as well to hit more targets further away. Also, I just remembered another reason to not get overclocked via absolute zero. It kind of has its own sort of semi-overclock whenever the AZ ability is active. We are only 10k away now from the wonderland of Homeland Defense. We are so close. I can almost taste it. And take care of 88. That was their last lap around the track. Well, definitely the last lap on my watch. 89, very slowly going down. I don't want to use any more abilities aside to be AZ if I can avoid doing so, because I want to have Call to Arms and Glue Strike ready for the DDTs on 90. Maybe a few more uses with Glue Strike here and there would be beneficial, but right now we're looking good. Just one Moab left, but you are critically damaged. Along with the elf hat about to become nothing. Just like that. Okay, 90. DDT territory should be no good against our defenses here. Just like so. 91 about to become nothing, but we do have the advantage on our side here. Okay, Glue Strike as well, and we didn't need to use Pickles on 91. Brilliant! Which means it will be on the showcase for when we complete this run. I think at some point throughout this round we should be able to get absolute zero. Not when these Mervs are popped, but when the ZMGs are starting to whittle down. If only if Geraldo's items were not so expensive and needed, then we would be able to get to the Homeland Defense right about now. I almost forgot what it was that I needed to say. Slow and steady wins the race. Mate, this is 2 Megapops. I don't want to be here for another 5 hours. I don't want to be here until 2027. I am waiting man, but also patient man. What do we do in this scenario, sir? We wait. But what are we waiting for? The right moment to strike. But when will that be? It's at some point. Just wait, okay? And we could afford Homeland Defense now, but I just used the Call to Arms. And this might all go down south horribly. Oh, thank goodness that that ceramic in particular I needed popped. So now we've got Homeland Defense in our possession. Brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant. Right, get you all frozen and stuff like that. Homeland Defense is going to be the way forward. Why would I just spend our money on stuff, but at the same time, I think I'm going to need a rejuve potion for 95. Right, 94. How are things going to go? There's really just a point of using the AZ ability unless there are balloons within our range here. Although we could just further slow them all down. Deal with all of them bits and pieces at a time here. But for goodness sakes, we have a lot of Pierce to deal with here. Just look at all these balloons. There's so many of them. Do you know what would be nice right about now? An Energizer. But then we don't get the full benefit of it because our ice tower is not in water. But then where would you put the Energizer? You need like a Lord of the Abyss chucked to the side and then the Lord of the Abyss itself not dealing any damage, and then you're hoping that the Energizer won't deal any damage, and then at that point you may as well just load up a different map to do the achievement on. Actually, 3 mines rounds could possibly do it because of all of the things around it. The mines giving you bonus cash. You have an ice cream, you have an ice cream, and you have an ice cream. Everybody gets a bit of frostbite. Okay, this is becoming very close now. Becoming very close and very deadly for our survival. Mainly this back lot of Moabs here, so we shouldn't just use the ability willy-wally. No. Thanks, Geraldo. At least you said a different line now rather than, oh, this simply won't do. Nope. That's even worse that time. So now let's try for some Relentless glue gunner action. And hope that the little bits of stun here and there are worthwhile. Also, another added bonus of going up to Relentless glue is that the Moab glue factor lasts longer on a Moab. As in, like, before it received all of their time nerfs. Although super glue increases the time further as well, but then that does damage. I think Homeland Defense is going to save us here. Yes, there we go. That's the one. And we should have enough gas for now 95 to be able to do all of this with. And that is going to be our last usage of Jerry's Fire throughout this run. Because it will last until the game ends. DDTs, however, are going to be a different question altogether here. Do we need to use a rejuve potion throughout this round? I would ideally not like to, so that we can save that money for a future round. But you may never know what this game has in store for us. I think I found a discount to rejuve potion in the form of storing them another way. Oh, that's nearly... Oh, that's nearly there. That's just 2 DTs left. Oh, 3 left. Oh, come off it. Why won't they get Relentless glued like the other ones were? Oh, the same sort of story. Pop, pop. Oh, for goodness sakes, Pop. How much HP do you have? Pop, pop, pop. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, just 1 DDT left. I've been at this single round for about 30 minutes now. I should just go with the rejuve potion option and just be done with this round, but no, I am adamant, I'm stubborn on doing this so that I have that little bit extra money left over so that I can hopefully have a rejuve pop on round 100. Because I need a spike storm as well to get rid of a bad lay on round 100. This game just wants to tease me. I was on the precipice of doing that round because I had an AZ that was about to be ready, but the game decided to give me a middle finger and not enable me to use the AZ again. Oh, come off it. How many times have we done this now? Come on, yes! Please! Pop that recro, please, thank you! Oh, I've been around 95 for so long. Please pop these regrows! I'm begging of you, game! Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much annoyance that round was. Finally. Stupid, wretched DDTs. And also the stupid, wretched glue bug, in which when a glue strike happens, Relentless glue cannot be applied. It always happens. It always happens on the worst moments. Anyways, now that that stupid round is behind us, we can continue with our endeavours here. Did you see how annoying round 95 was? Yeah. Imagine if I did that with a rejuve potion. That would have been even better, actually. But no, I wanted to do it the tough way to save ourselves some money so that we can get ourselves a spike storm and then rejuve potions for around 100 as well. Actually, we can't because we have to use all of them up on round 98 because Geraldo gets to level 20 on 98. So what was the point saving up that 2160? That's what it was for. I don't get why you struggle about so much, Flare Balloons. I can do that the first try with my eyes closed and with my towers in different positions. I don't know why you're so hysterical. I could have done it so easily. Okay, Mr. Reddit user. 96 going swimmingly better than 95 was first attempt. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Everything is a fresh air when it comes to the comparison of 95 after all. Okay, I'm actually going to preemptively put down our spike down here. I'm going to put the spike storm on you. And then on the next round, we're going to put our pickles and our sharpening stone on it as well. I don't even know why I used homeland defense in that moment. I truly do not know why. Remember, do not press 4 at any given point in time, otherwise that will ruin the entire scenario. In some ways I wish Geraldo leveled up more slowly. But then for round 40, it's like, no, I'll be shooting myself in the back with that statement. Don't worry, we have another truly horrifying round ahead of us. It's called 98. 97, like the previous round, is a doddle. Hopefully that is the case. Yeah, if only I can halt Geraldo's progression up to level 20 during round 98 rather than before 98. That would be nice, but it's not going to be the case because Geraldo leveled up on 98, but at least I can use 2 rejuve potions right off the bat.
The mad scientists have outdone themselves. To get the job done.
That just about does it. Yeah. Please don't be out pissed. Come on. Oh, come on, game. Don't be like... Are you serious? I had to use that to stop those. Are you kidding me, game? Come on, AZ. You're much better than that. I swear this run is bloody ruined because of this stupid thing with the ceramics. Bonus damage my arse. They barely did anything. Oh, for goodness sakes. Are you kidding me, game? My run's ruined now. My run is literally ruined because of this interaction. This stupid interaction with the game. The ceramics barely got affected by the AZ's supposed bonus damage. I'm so angry because I hesitated there. I didn't use them immediately and that was my problem. Now I have to spend extra just to get this little bit up and running. I hate this game sometimes. I really hate this game and the silly little interactions and bugs within it. It is well documented that the glue strike and relentless glue layering, if you have glue strike over these, sometimes the Moab layer does not get applied and it's inconsistent because some of these are applied and other ones are not. Explain that one logically. Of course, people can't explain it logically, but well, that's just how it is. You know what, Submersion Support Submarine, your time is not yet done. You are here to tickle the fortified DDTs, for goodness sakes, and hope we can get all of these fortified abominations down. Please, we need to do this, because I refuse to go on and do this whole challenge again because of a stupid 98 quirk. But hey, guess what? Yet again, the relentless glue is not being applied because of a stupid bug in the game that's been in the game for years. I swear these DDTs are indestructible. It's like no matter how much damage I do to them, they will not go down. For fuck's sakes. This is really not enjoyable anymore because of one stupid little quirk on 98 that is ruining this run. I hate bugs which are inconsistent and not always reproducible. Like these should have been relentless glued, but no, because of glue strike, the relentless glue gunner cannot do its job properly. Yep, just trail on through as if you're not Moab glued at all. Yep, just when I thought that I had a ray of hope. Nope, the game gives me a middle finger yet again. Yep, just come straight on through as if we can't do any damage against you. Yep, just be immune to all damage. Yeah, why not? And this is why you don't put an alchemist near your absolute zero Reddit, because of look at how many steals it's doing, and it's only round 99. Nearly 1,000 steals. Yep. Why you don't use the alchemist as a way of buffing your absolute zero? Because it will just make so many steals. Okay, just bear with me with this one, okay? We're deploying a second submarine, okay? And you are going to hit the fortified DETs quite well. You're in range of an MIB, so therefore you should be able to deal quite a bit of damage towards them. I hope anyways. Just aim towards the fortified DETs, please. Please. Deal the damage. Deal the damage. Oh, what? I pressed 1, why did it not go off? I don't get it sometimes. I swear in this update, the game just likes to not activate an ability when you press the hotkey to activate its ability. I don't get it. Why does it bug out sometimes? So many steals, but yet it feels like I'm doing such little progress against these fortified DTs because they have infinite HP and they're indestructible. Can you just go down, please, so that I can have a life? But no, you're going to continue to torment me. Is the answer that I'm looking for in the form of a balloon sabo? No, it's taking too long to recharge. Just my luck. It takes too long to initially charge up. Okay, I thought of a strategy, but it involves 7,000 steals on round 99. Although isn't that a few too many laid? But then again, these are frozen, so hopefully that should take the edge off when it comes to the amount of time that it takes for this round to be completed. And there we go, round 100. Finally. Fuck round 99. Okay. Round 100. What can we do here that doesn't involve stupidest amounts of steals? Although we do need to steal because that is part of our game here. 3,000, 10,000, 30, so 26,000. Maybe I've been overestimating the steals here, so let us now get a glue storm down, and then hopefully just these spikes will do. Now we need a bit more. We need a bit more juice from all this. This shouldn't be too difficult to fathom out. 26k, 33k, 36k. Okay, so around the same with a few more steals here, but just a tad bit sooner. And this hopefully should be the winning attempt here. We can AZ these, so that's brilliant. We can freeze these. The permafrost will enable them to go a little bit slower permanently until they get down to the next layer. Come on, let this run. Let this nearly 2.5 hour recording be over and done with. Got these Moabs still, but we'll let them come back round. We'll let them come back round here, and then we'll AZ them. Okay, BFB's left. This should be okay to deal with. Come on. Okay, we're over the finish line. We just got these final few Moabs to deal with. Come on. We can do it. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 million and 4,000 and so. There we go. Oh, and look at what we unlocked, a submarine. Guess what we used throughout the run? Kill me, please. This is not the end of... Oh, we had a 1,000 total damage taken away for some odd reason. At least it doesn't take us down below 2 million. I did not enjoy the last 20 rounds of this run, as you can tell. My head is absolutely fried. Unlike the AZ, I'm more like the Inferno Ring, the Balloon Incineration, and the Wizardlord Phoenix put together at the moment because of the stupidity of this run. Literally, I was screwed over for 99 because I did not have AZ ready for when I need to use on 99, which is when the fortified deities were about to enter this small circle, small square here. But because of the fact that it looked like those ceramics up top, which were probably like 20 or so at the very most, were not being damaged at all by the AZ's bonus ceramic damage. BS, I call that. What kind of bonus ceramic damage was that? You saw that on 98. This was not doing anything against them. Anyways, my vocal cords are fried. Thank you all so much for watching. Glad I've done this to Megapops. Now I can cross this off on my Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make-A-Wish is not to do this again. Hopefully recording is not scuffed up at all, because in certain parts of some of my recordings recently, audio has been missing from my microphone. Even though I knew I talked over that segment, but nope, recording software decided to cut that off. But I'm so glad this is done and dusted now. Brilliant. Roll on 2026, that's all I can say. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't do absolute 0 to Megapops. Whatever you do, don't do it. Especially this method of me doing it. It's like I'm mucked up on 98, and I don't have the time machine mod installed because for index purposes that's not allowed. And also I'd rather not have the green leaves of death on my account, thank you very much, because Ninja Kiwi sometimes is oversensitive about mod uses in the game, and people deny that, even though the balloon had their main account flagged from using a very safe to use mod. It's just the general use of using a mod that Ninja Kiwi does not like. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and have a lovely 2026 on your end.